This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
It's because everyone's talking about this.
Always live, always real, always unpredictable.
I think that's taking it to another level.
Yeah. Log on and join our live conversation.
He said this as we were coming on TV.
DBL starts right now.
3, 2. Welcome to Daily Blast Live. It's Thursday, May 30th. We're live and we're talking about what you're talking about. And right now I'm here with Erica and Steph. I'm Jeff. Brandon is off today. Let's get to it, guys. New information now in the college admissions cheating scam. Entertainment Tonight is reporting that Felicity Huffman and William H. Macy's oldest daughter, Sophia Grace, is putting her college plans on hold following the scandal. Last month, Felicity pled guilty after being accused of paying $15,000 to have a supervisor correct Sophia Grace's SAT exam. And meantime, there's a photo of William H. Macy that is getting a lot of attention. Here he is leaving a store in West Hollywood with balloons, reportedly to celebrate Sophia Grace's graduation from high school. The balloons say, "Congrats, grad, you did it." Many on social media are criticizing the photo. So is this picture shameless? No pun intended, or maybe there is there. A stunt, or is he just being a good dad? What do you guys think?
He's being a good dad.
Oh.
I do. His daughter graduated from high school. There has to be some sense of normalcy. Otherwise, what are they supposed to do? Halt their lives until all the charges or Felicity goes to prison or whatever? I mean, he still has two daughters to raise.
I know, but don't you think there's like a discussion like, listen, I know you're graduating, but you know, in the midst of this scandal, we're not going to be getting balloons this year.
I think there's nothing wrong with celebrating the graduation, but I think a bit of decorum is missing here. And I think, you know, it's not that hard when you're that rich to get Pink Dot, which is a delivery service in LA, to bring you the goods that you require in private to your house, so that not everyone's talking about you. You can still have a great party, but just be a little bit more under the radar about it.
Right, and I have a little theory of how this went down at the Huffman House, should I say? Who says that? Huffman and Macy.
Macy Huffman House.
Yeah.
So they were having a little argument, Felicity, you know, and they were like, so you're going to go get the balloons. And he's like, I'm not going to get the balloons. And she's like, I'm going to jail. And he's like, all right, I'll go get the balloons.
And
that's how he ended up getting the balloons.
every combo for eternity now.
You're washing the dishes. I'm not washing the dishes. I'm going to jail.
I think what's shameful is that pitiful little balloon arrangement.
There's two.
Like, you can't come up with a better arrangement.
That's what makes me think like maybe it is for
that is pitiful.
A put on. Two balloons?
No, I think, come on, they're rich enough to get a bit of help to bring it to their house. I mean, this is just asking for publicity trouble, isn't it?
Bad publicity. All right, guys, speaking of bad publicity, tonight R. Kelly is in more legal trouble. Raquel Villanueva has news at the moment.
That's right, Jeff. R. Kelly was just charged with 11 new counts of sexual assault. Reports say the new charges pertain to a woman who was under the age of 18 at the time. She is listed in court documents as JP. The new charges are in addition to the 10 sex abuse charges he's already facing, bringing the total now to 21. Each of the new charges carries up to 6 to 30 years in prison, and he's also under investigation in New York, where he could face even more charges. Now, R. Kelly is due in court next week, and he continues to deny all the allegations.
Thanks, Raquel.
So apparently, the inside scoop is that this new set of charges stems from a young lady that was in the documentary. She was standing outside of the courthouse during the trial in Chicago. At the time, she was about 14 years old. Wow. She appears in the documentary. This person has also been on other talk shows, which people are saying, like, basically takes away her credibility. Apparently, she was prostituting for a while, which I am not shocked by, especially when you've been exploited sexually at the age of 14. Where do you think sex workers come from when they're that young? I mean, there's a mold or a grooming process. So I want people to really listen to the facts of the case and not just judge this young girl, because she clearly is a victim.
I think it's horrendous, and I think we're just going to have to wait and see. I think there's going to be more and more and more that comes out of the woodwork with this story, honestly. I think it's by no means over, which is really sad to say.
I think it is the end for R. Kelly. I just wonder how long he could continue to put off trial, because once he goes to trial, I think that's the end for him. Yeah. But how long is he going to push that off for?
That was how he won. People speculate how he won the first trial. They waited until all of the victims were old enough to not look like victims.
Wow.
Well, we'll see. I'm sure this is not the last we've heard. All right, guys, we have a preview of the new season of Big Little Lies. Let's watch.
Hi.
Madeline.
Madeline,
Yes.
so nice to see
I'm
you
Celeste's
again.
friend. Yes.
How have you been?
Good, good. The kids are good. How are you?
I can't complain. Actually, I can. My son is dead.
Ooh, stars of the HBO show walked the blue carpet last night for the premiere. And spoiler alert, if you watched last season, you know the show was supposed to be a limited series, but Reese Witherspoon knew it had to keep going and said they had more stories to tell. Nicole Kidman agreed during a panel discussion about the show. Let's listen.
I had a lot of people say to me, no, that's it. You got only one. It was fantastic. It's one season. And a friend of mine, a male, said those women deserve their stories to be told beyond what was just that first season.
And the author of the book the show is based on came back to help write the second season, which starts on June 9th. I'm a Big Little Lies fan. I'm not scared to admit it.
You're a big Little Lies
I'm a
fan?
Big Little Lies fan. So is my wife. It's something that we love to watch together. We're super excited. I love the first season. I just hope the second season isn't a letdown. That's the only thing I'm nervous about.
That's the only thing, because obviously the first season was completely written and it was already a pre-done book, and that's often like with Game of Thrones when you get the most juicy, detailed, pulls you in storylines. But when they have to quickly write to catch up because of the demand, like they did with Game of Thrones, and obviously now with this, it makes you think, is it going to be as dramatic? Is it going to be as good? But you know what? They might drop by being like, boom, Meryl Streep's going to be in it. Problem solved.
See, the Meryl Streep aspect, so she said yes before the script was even presented to her. It's my theory that the script wasn't fully written. She just wanted to be a part of the show because this show has had such a great response. So I agree with Nicole Kidman. There were so many other stories that needed to be told, and I hope we explore each and every character because we need more than season 2.
Ooh, I just hope there's another cliffhanger. Not spoiling anything, but it was a cliffhanger. All right, guys, if you ever wanted to date, or double date, I should say, with George and Amal Clooney, well, now's your chance. They want to fly one lucky couple to their villa in Lake Como in Italy to help raise awareness for human rights around the world. Check out this hilarious video. George talks about his giveaway.
Hi, I'm Amal Clooney's husband, George, and we'd like to invite you to come with us to Lake Como. Are you sure that's how you want me to say it?
People love Amal. She's really the selling point here.
You know what? I don't need a script. I'm just going to speak from my heart. Hi, I'm George Clooney. Amal is one of the most intelligent, compassionate, and impressive people you'll ever meet. And I am the 2-time sexiest man alive.
Ooh, Steph, would you like this?
You know what?
What?
I wouldn't be that bothered.
You mean you wouldn't be that impressed?
I'm not that bothered, no.
Oh, come on.
Wait, bothered as in you're not impressed, or bothered?
I mean, I love the cause. So basically, the way you win the dinner with them is by donating to Amaze, which is, different celebrities pick a charity in which all of the money raised goes towards that. So I'm all for the good cause. Am I that bothered about having dinner with George? Not really, no.
Whoa.
What about Amal?
I'd rather have a one-on-one with Amal and just get to know her a little bit. But I'm not that bothered.
I got the solution.
There are other people I'd be more interested in.
Because I'd rather just hang out with George, no disrespect. So let's enter.
You can have George, and I'll
let's
go with Amal.
And you take Amal, and I'm going to hang out and talk old stories with George.
Okay, that's
well, he'll be telling the stories. I'll be listening.
Deal. What about you, Erica?
What a waste. You have one of the most influential, powerful couples in the world. I want to know how they make it work. I mean, everyone's always talking about couples goals. Like, it takes a lot to be a power couple. I want to know the inner workings of that. What works, what doesn't work. That's a great opportunity.
You don't want to hear George Clooney's single stories in Hollywood?
No. If I'm doing that, I want takeaways. Takeaways is, how do I become like you?
The takeaway is he's going to have some awesome stories, and if Amal's
you can
there,
say the story.
he's not telling those stories.
I'll wait for the biopic. I always get that wrong. Biopic.
Well, the good news is none of us are going. Yeah. We don't have to worry
We
about
don't know that. You always say we have to be in it to win it.
You're right.
Someone can win.
So we should be in it.
All right, I'm going in.
Okay.
$10 to enter, first time, just so you know, guys.
All right, I'm on this camera now. We have to do this story. The force was strong last night at Disney's Star Wars Galaxy Edge opening in California. Harrison Ford, Mark Hamill, George Lucas, and more were on hand to try and free up the Millennium Falcon, or fire up the Millennium Falcon. Good kickoff to this story.
Let's fire up the Falcon! is there somebody who knows how to fix this thing?
Hey,
She may not look like much, but she's got it where it counts. Peter? This one's for you.
Sorry.
I don't want to be a hater, but that wasn't that great. Exactly.
When did Harrison Ford become the most interesting man in the world?
I'll tell
He's
you
been
what.
that for a while.
I'd
Like
rather
that,
go
the
out for
gray
dinner
hair.
with Harrison Ford than George Clooney any day. Have you seen the locks on that guy? Whew.
Wait, what?
Really?
You think Harrison Ford has better hair than George Clooney?
Yeah.
What are you going to talk about? His earring?
We're going to talk about, Indiana Jones, like what it was like, if he wants to go on an adventure with me, maybe. I don't know.
Why don't you?
I'm in love with him a little bit.
Really?
He looks great.
All right, if you ever go out with George Clooney, don't get in, or Harrison Ford, don't get in an airplane with him. DBL is live. We'll bring you breaking news as soon as it happens. Nobody got that joke?
Yes.
Yeah.
And coming up, Katy Perry announced a new song and just released a preview video that has a lot of people scratching their heads. Plus, that's right, Lil Nas X pulls off a surprise performance of his hit song Old Town Road. You don't want to miss the reaction of some of his youngest fans. Next.
All right, so wait, I got to go back to the George Clooney,
Okay.
Harrison Ford thing. Who would you rather hang out with, Harrison Ford or George Clooney?
I'm gonna go George Clooney over Harrison
Come
Ford.
on, for sure. That's crazy talk. What's wrong? Why are you so upset with George Clooney?
I do like George Clooney. It's really weird. People seem to have this reaction as well when I talk about Brad Pitt. I'm not that bothered about Brad Pitt either.
I'd rather hang out with George than Brad.
Would you?
Yeah.
See, I wouldn't be like, oh my God, on a one-on-one situation, I wouldn't be like, oh my gosh, George Clooney or Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
But if you have the opportunity to do a double date with myself or with them, myself, my husband, then that sounds good to me. Like, not like, oh, I just have to hang out with George Clooney.
I don't know why. Just doesn't appeal to me that much. I don't know why. Just not
He's
that
a
bothered.
billionaire.
Yeah, but so what?
But he's got great stories of Hollywood. He's a billionaire. You're gonna drink excellent tequila. You're in Italy. I mean, what's the problem? I feel like mad about this.
I can tell. Jeff really cares. No, I'm just like, if the opportunity happens to come up, yeah, but like if someone else was like obviously desperate for it, I'd be like, yeah, go for it. Take it. Why not?
All right. Who would you really like to hang out with then? I can't wait to hear this one.
Harrison Ford.
I do like Harrison Ford. You know what? So there's two people I would really like to meet. One is Ronda Rousey. I love Ronda Rousey. Really random. She really disappointed me after the whole fight with Holmes, but that's a whole other story. And
Or thereafter.
thereafter, yeah. The other person.
So you rather hang out with her than George Clooney?
Yeah, no, I genuinely would. Yeah.
Okay.
I
Who's
found
this other person? I can't wait.
So this other person, I don't believe he's famous in America.
Screech?
No, it's called Trevor. Look up Trevor McDonald. If you want to know who should be the king of the world, it's Trevor McDonald. He is a news anchor in England. I don't know how old he is. He's old as old can be.
You were gonna say something else. You were gonna say something else.
He's great. Google.
I gotta find this guy.
Or Morgan Freeman. I'd like to hang out with Morgan Freeman.
I'd
take that.
That's
Morgan
not.
Freeman.
That's a better one.
I got the horses in the back.
Oh yeah, welcome back to DBL. It's time to get caught up on the latest music news. We begin with Lil Nas X and a surprise performance of Old Town Road. The rapper dropped in at an elementary school in Cleveland, Ohio, and the kids went bananas. Let's check it out. Wow, they were going crazy. Of course, they knew all the words. words, and Lil Nas X wanted to visit the school after someone tagged him in a video on social media showing the kids singing and dancing to Old Town Road. That's awesome.
This makes me so happy.
That's really cool.
One, that he took the time, because I think, funny enough, I found when being in radio, people who were super established and famous were like so sweet and cordial. People who were just getting their first break were a little suspect. So the fact that he took time to do that is so important. And on top of it, it's appropriate for the children. When's the last time we've seen something like this that it's appropriate for the children to be singing?
Yeah, exactly. You think he dresses like that all the time? Like
No,
Probably.
I think just while he's doing like performances. But you know what? Him being told that country song wasn't country enough was the best thing that could have ever happened to him. Just remember, a couple of months ago, we were sat here saying, you know, is it country? Is it hip hop? What is it? You know what? I'm so glad. Was it the Country Music Awards that said no to him? Who was it now?
Yeah, the charts.
Billboard.
The country
Yeah,
charts.
the Billboard charts. That was the best thing that could have ever happened.
Yeah, I remember the first time I heard it, I said I hated it. Now
It was pretty bad.
Now I'm all about it, though. He's a good guy. All right, guys, let's get this last one in. Katy Perry is taunting us with her new music, but we don't really hear her sing anything from her new single, Never Really Over. In the teaser video, someone, maybe Katy Perry with the British accent, we're not sure, narrates over a peaceful and calm scene. Let's watch.
You go to heal your heart and let go of any remnants of energy from older relationships. Through the activities and surroundings, you'll learn to heal and finally let it go.
Wow. Now, I hate that. That's for sure. All right, the song comes out tomorrow. Was that a fake British accent, or was that...
this is really embarrassing to say, but I don't actually know. But it sounds like a really southern English accent. Erica was sat there saying it's Katie.
I think it's Katie, because she goes in and out of different accents all the time, like during interviews and stuff.
I'll be honest, it was a good accent. If that's not a real British accent, I'm pretty impressed.
So, I didn't like it. Are you looking forward to the song?
No, not really. It's probably going to be a pile of trash like everything else that she does.
Wow.
I don't like Katy Perry, I'm sorry. I really don't like her.
You don't want dinner with George Clooney. You don't like Katy Perry.
I liked old Katy Perry, the old school. I Kissed a Girl and I liked it, you know, before she went all crazy.
All right. There you go. That sums it up. We'll be right back.
You guys, DBL Nation, I've been getting a couple challenges. How fast can you do your makeup? And today we're gonna find out. So I'm gonna start right away right now with a little bit of Tatcha Eye Pro Cream. This guy is going to help for brightening. This is what I use every single day instead of a concealer. It's gonna make sure that I look nice and awoke underneath my eyes. Quick and easy way for anyone at home that doesn't want to use a concealer to still get a hydrated and brightened finish and actually get some skincare in their makeup. This isn't just a concealer, it's an eye cream once again with a tint. I wear the shade Candlelight from Tatcha Harper, but you guys let me know what you use. Now next, I'm going to use Kosas Facial Oil Foundation. This is amazing if you live in a dry climate like myself here in Colorado. And I'm gonna take this foundation, I'm gonna put it onto a powder brush, and this is great for spreading out coverage. I actually got this trick from my husband, Ty J. Banks, I see you out there. And you're gonna just get this even hydrated glow for your foundation. Is this for camera? Probably not, but great for everyday wear if you're working in an office, if you're working just anywhere except for in front of a camera, you should totally have this foundation. I got this about 3 weeks ago and it stays on my skin all day. And notice I'm working with makeup all day as well. I get hot, I get nice and warm through the day, I'm moving around, and still this foundation goes all over my skin beautifully. I barely even have to look at it and it looks like butter, guys. So that's gonna be my Kosas Foundation Oil. Next up, I'm gonna take a little bit of a loose powder foundation and we're gonna blend this guy all over to set that foundation. Now, you might be asking, why are you gonna put a powder on top of foundation or on top of an oil if you're dry? I still wanna set it. I don't want this guy to move all over my skin, so the powder is going to help to make sure that it's gonna stay locked and loaded all day so I have a beautiful appearance, but I still have that smooth glow, okay? Now next here, I'm gonna take a little bit of a cream blush from Too Faced Cosmetics. This is from their Peach collection, and this is a matte cream blush to give me a little...
Welcome back to DBL. Earlier today, I got together with co-host Sam Shocker and Tori Schulman to talk about all the best moments in reality TV. So it's time for Reality Roundup.
First up on Braxton, good one, Tori.
Thank you.
On Braxton Family Values, Tamar reveals that her boyfriend popped a question, but it's not the one you might think. Take a look.
I think I'm finna take me a special trip. Well, David has invited me and Logan to go to Nigeria to meet his family.
What? You're going to Nigeria to meet his Tamar, really, for real?
Ooh, that's a big step, Erica.
It is a big step. My husband and I called it the Make or Break Tour. Oh boy. We started off with my.
That's a terrible name.
We drove to my brother's wedding, and then we drove up to Calgary to meet his entire family. So we got 2 families in one tour over a 10-day period. We made it.
You all survived.
Yes.
You're happily married.
Yeah.
The Make or Break Tour.
Yes.
All right, and I'm on a swivel over
Yeah.
here. Okay. Next up on The Real Housewives, Potomac. The ladies take a trip to New Orleans, and the food is not the only thing, Tori, that gets a little spicy.
Tell me about it.
You made it a point. Now you bring it to the group like it's a problem, how I responded.
No, it's not a problem. You did great. It was about, damn, me and Karen ain't friends.
You know, that's not true.
Because I don't know
That's
nothing
not true. But you know
about
what?
what's
On
going
that
on in her
note,
life.
I am a little tired of the bullshit. I'm going to get some fresh air.
Yeah, fresh air. She's going to walk down Bourbon Street and get smells of urine throughout her whole mouth. That's what happens when you're in New Orleans. But, you know, things fight when you get alcohol involved. That might have been a little bit. They're always sassy together.
I know, but when do you reel it in? When do you pull it back when you're in a big dinner, when you're at a dinner party, Erica?
Well, it should have been reeled in from the beginning, and shame on Giselle for doing that, because Giselle hosted the trip. So you can't host something and then attack someone that you invited as your invited guest. If any time there's a time to like reel it in, that would be it. Wait till you get back to Potomac to do that.
Would you call that an etiquette faux pas, Erica?
It was a major etiquette faux pas with the Madame Grand Dame.
Ooh, I like it.
All right, and finally on RuPaul's Drag Race, it is a reunion show. And with all the queens back together again, things got a little heated.
Well, I will apologize that you feel some type of way. I will even apologize for even having.
I don't think that's an apology.
No.
That isn't. That's some
No.
You don't apologize because someone's feeling some kind of way. You said some hurtful making them feel that
Well, can I
bad.
finish what I was saying?
Absolutely. Because you can direct it this way when you're done with Evie.
Amen. I'm sorry. That's one of my biggest pet peeves. If you're going to apologize, apologize. Take some ownership. Say, I'm sorry for doing X, Y, and Z. Not, hey, Tori, I'm sorry that you feel like I hurt you.
Wow, I feel worse now. Yeah. No, yeah, I think the beautiful bubble lady, I would say, when she said, you don't say I'm sorry if. You don't want to add that conditional part of it, because it just should be, I'm really sorry I messed up. So yeah, I am also, that's a pet peeve with me.
Is some type of way a condition?
Yeah.
Some people have a tough time apologizing.
I know.
I know.
Get it out, people.
Yeah, get it out. This has been another edition of Reality Roundup.
Sylvester Stallone is back as Rambo. Stephanie Jones has a look at the new trailer coming in hot.
The iconic action hero is back again, making this the 5th movie in the Rambo franchise. It's called Rambo Last Blood. Check it out.
Ride till I can't no more. The death is coming.
Seriously? Is Old Town Road on just everything right now? This song is officially everywhere. We'll be right back.
Promote.
Colton Underwood and Cassie Randolph, thank you so much for joining us on Daily Blast Live today. I'm a huge Bachelor fan, and your season was definitely one of the most dramatic ever, as Chris Harrison would go on to say. Cassie, you ended up leaving the show without a proposal or an engagement, and a lot of fans are still questioning whether you really love Colton. I want to let you say what you have to say to them.
First of all, I do really love Colton.
Yay.
We're very happy together. Just because we didn't leave with an engagement doesn't mean we're not going to get there one day.
Yeah.
We're very in love and happy.
That's fantastic. And I think it's more real that you didn't, so I was totally for it. Colton, some people are still questioning whether or not you've lost your virginity. Can you confirm today on DBL that you have?
No, you know, I know I've been very open and candid about my virginity, and I get why people might be confused or upset why I'm not sharing that, but we've made a decision together that keep that between us now as we move forward in our relationship.
One of the most infamous scenes of your season was when you jumped that big fence, Colton, and I thought it was an amazing jump.
Colton. He just jumped the fence.
What was going through your mind when you did it, and do you plan on jumping any more fences in the near future?
Yeah, I think in that moment, you know, I wasn't really planning on it to be that dramatic, or once again, I wasn't expecting the U.S. and the world to sort of be captivated by that moment. People don't see, I'm constantly surrounded by producers, by cameras, by audio, and I just needed to sit by myself and my feelings to figure out what was next. Like, what do I want to do? Me jumping the fence was me running away and wanting to get some alone time, so that's what I got.
I love that. It worked. I know, and it worked. I was all, jump, Colton, jump! I was so happy you got out of there. Colton, you're from Denver, and our show is based here in Denver, so when are you and Cassie going to come join us live on the show? Would you be willing to come on the show and maybe say hi to us if you guys are ever in Denver?
We get back quite a bit. My family's still out there, so yeah, it's a definite possibility.
The invitation is wide open. We think you guys are such role models. And it felt for the first time that Real was put back in reality show. So thanks for speaking up and being honest about your values. I think it was a wonderful, wonderful thing you did. Thank you guys so much, Colton and Cassie. You can stream the first seasons of The Bachelor as well as Colton's season of Bachelor in Paradise right now on Tubi.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Welcome back to DBL. We love sharing your comments, right, Erica?
Yeah, Cheryl Hannah has all the feels, and apparently there's no competition with Steph. She said she would love to hang with George only, so there's no competition with Amal either.
Who said that?
Cheryl Hannah.
Go on, Cheryl, get yourself entered, love.
What about, I thought I was getting that ticket.
You ain't getting it, Jeff. Give it to someone else.
How can I argue with that? All right, guys, we'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. Have a good one.